Larry Elder was going to lose, which was, wasn't that the election, Gavin Newsom versus Larry Elder? That was the Democrat versus the Republican. So 67% versus 33%. 2.65 million versus 5.4 million votes. 5.4 million votes no. 67% votes no. 2.65 million votes voted yes, which is 33%. This is with 33.4% of the precincts reporting. 6,074 of the 18,175 precincts. So 1/3 of all the ballots are in. 1/3 of California is in. And you have the no vote, which is winning by several million, look like 1 million, 2 million, almost, we'll say 2.5 million. So maybe a little bit more, but looks almost by double. Not totally by double, but almost by double. So no vote is, more than 2 million votes in front, more than 2 million votes in front of yes, but there's still, 33%, so there's still, whatever, fucking 10 more million, votes or so to come in, which could change. It all could turn around. Statistical sampling, however, says probably not, right? But I don't know. Look, isn't that what happened with Donald and shit? Early in the beginning of the night, it looked like he was winning, then as the night went on, it was taken away. So perhaps we might see something like that, like a reverse, sort of. Now, I want to mention, Brandon M. Ross. I kind of see the appeal for Brandon M. Ross. Brandon M. Ross is going to be the candidate that was the alternative that we all should have coalesced around. He was able to get a shit ton of incredible. Got the phone number, everything here. Everything. I'm a little pissed off that I didn't. Okay, so let's talk about the recall replacement candidates. So Holly L. Beatty, she got 56,897, 1.3%. John R. Drake got 1% over 40,000 votes. Patrick Kilpatrick got 1.3%. Jacqueline McGowan got 3%, 127,000. Kevin Paffrath. Okay, so what's going on here? What's happening? So if the recall would have happened, these are the, replacements. These are the people that would have gone for governor. But right now, it's looking like Gavin Newsom is going to keep his job. Therefore, this question is irrelevant. But let's take a look at the numbers, okay? Larry Elder was beating the fuck out of everybody. Larry Elder's got 43% of all the votes of the, who do you want? So basically, he was able to get the Republicans to coalesce around him. Now, it wasn't just him. A lot of Republicans. John Cox is going to get 4.7%. So Larry Elder got 1.8 million votes to, be the governor. John Cox got 200,000 votes, but that was about 5%. So the second place, so Larry Elder, right, lion's share, beats the fuck out of everybody, most likely would have gone to Larry Elder. Now, the top five candidates would be Larry Elder with 1.8 million, Kevin Paffrath with 453,000, 10.8%. Then Kevin Falcouner with 9.6%, 403,000. And then Brandon Ross with 6.2%, 258,000. And then John Cox, 4.7%, 197,000. So what this is telling me, you have Falconer as a Republican, John Cox, which is a Republican, Elder, which is a Republican. If you just added all their percentages up, that's 53%. That's about 60% of all the votes. 60% of all the votes went to John Cox, Falconer, and Elder. Elder taking the lion's share, but Falconer holding his own, taking 10%. Falconer would be the number 3. He would be the third top finisher, and then Paffrath is a right-wing capitalist anyways, so those are right-wing votes. Really, in the top 5, the only liberal, progressive sort of Democrat was Brandon Ross with 6.2% of the vote. So he's going to lose to, 4 right-wingers, 3 Republicans, and 1 right-wing, Wall Street landlord. But he's going to get 6.2%, 258,000. Ultimately, that's who the Democrats, that's who the people of California should have coalesced around, because Brandon Ross was the strongest candidate. Out of the 46 candidates, you needed to coalesce around one, so you need to pick the strongest candidate. And so let's take a look at the candidates that I liked. right? Or, yeah, my top 6, Angeline, John Robert Drake, David Moore, Dan Kapelovitz, Joel Ventresca, and Michael Lopes. Out of the people that I liked, Drake got 1%, 40,000 votes. David Moore got 18,000 votes. Kapelovitz got 40,000, but less than Drake, only 0.9%. So Angeline is 24,000 votes, and then Lobes is 16,000. And then Joel Ventresca got 122,000, 2.9%. So out of my own candidates, I should have gone with Joel Ventresca, knowing that he was the strongest, one out of the, progressives that I had liked and endorsed, that I had done painstaking research. And so Joel Ventresca, he got, 2.9%, 122,000, which is the top out of my 6, but that doesn't compare to Brandon Ross's 6.2%. Brandon Ross is going to beat Joel Ventresca by more than double. And so what this means is out of the top 6, and if other people were having this conversation, I think we would have eventually got to Brandon Ross. Nobody said anything about Brandon Ross. Nobody said fucking shit about Brandon Ross. I'm looking at his, his thing. He seems like a nice, handsome man. He's got his face right there in our face. Okay, shit, man. Okay, nice, handsome face. Okay, that could be his agenda. He's got opioid crisis, housing crisis, got a nice website. He's got his agenda right there. Minimum wage, shrinking middle class, taxes, wildfire. And then it's got his contacts. So, nice little website there. So I don't know who he is or what he's about, but he would have been the main guy to coalesce around. Paffrath, like I said, he was just too big of a right-winger. Too big of a self-indulgent, greedy capitalist. He's not a capitalist who's going to make the system fair for everybody. He's just a capitalist who's going to enrich himself even further. This whole thing was just to make him rich. This whole thing was just, promotion so he can get more views on YouTube, which, worked, right? He's just probably getting fucking views. He said he was going to post something about Biden's withdrawal. He didn't fucking say. That would have been a redemption thing, but of course, he ain't going to fucking redeem himself. Fucking pricks. Fucking pricks. So I'm very happy Larry Elder did not get elected governor. It looks like he's not going to be the governor. California looked like you were going to go Bernie, and if you went in the opposite direction, motherfucker, you'd be blamed for Trump. It would be time to probably pack and get the fuck out. If goddamn California went Trump, I mean, if anything, it would be Larry Elder if Trumpism is going to come into California, a person that's opposed to the war on drugs, a person that's, So overall, what does any of this mean? What does any of this mean is that we should have picked Brandon Ross, okay? If you guys are having the same conversation I was having, and you're looking at these candidates and saying, shit, we don't want Larry Elder, we don't want to fucking sell our goddamn state down the fucking river, we really care about our democracy and society, we need to find the progressive to coalesce around, and we need to tell everybody to vote around that person, it would have been Brandon Ross. Brandon Ross was the strongest one. So not the David Moore, not the Trotsky, not Angeline, not the Billboard icon, not... unfortunately, John Robert Drake or Dan Kapelovitz, the Green Party guy, or Mr. Working Class, or Michael Lopes, which, I didn't know he was going to get that few of votes, 16,000. He looked like he was in a much stronger he had a super-duper progressive platform, so that's, if anything, maybe I should point out some, who is the last place. You got David Alexander Bramante. He only got 6,636 votes. You got Rhonda Furin, who got 2,593 votes. You got David Hilberg, 2,722. Damn, everybody got Joe M. Simmons. He got 1,430 votes. That seems to be the biggest loser of the night. So if anybody's feeling a little down, a little down, then you got Jeremy Marciniak. He got 1,720 something votes. So Joe M. Simmons, he just barely got above 1,000 votes, and it's only going to register 0.0%. So he didn't even register as a single point, a tenth of a percentage point. So yeah, don't fret. If you got 1 percentage point, right, you're more than 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. He didn't even get 0.1. Joe M. Simmons didn't even get 0.1%. So, 0.9%, 1%, 2.9%, Joel Ventresca. So Joel Ventresca got 122,000 votes out of my 6 candidates. He was the strongest one. I went with Drake because I got all excited. Yeah, we're going to recall the bastard. And should we put in a nice, responsible person that knows how to do the job, or just send in some young man, just send in some young guy in there to shake shit up. Fuck it, send in the young man. Fuck it, send in. So I got to make sure, you know, in recall elections, not to get too excited and be like, yep, the Trotsky, he's gonna win the Trotsky. I know it. The Trotsky. We all gotta go with the. He didn't even. I emailed the fucking bastard. He didn't. Jesus Christ. How the fuck? Hey, Kapilovich, David Moore. How the fuck you gonna get any votes if you don't fucking talk to the media and you don't reach out to anybody, motherfuckers? Jesus Christ. What kind of? You all suck at this. You guys are terrible at this. You already had my love and devotion. You only had it to lose. So ultimately, if I had one motherfucker that was having the same conversation I was having, 2 weeks ago, I think we would have got to Brandon Ross, that he was the strongest and, progressive, and that we would have liked him. And so that would have been what we needed to do. So I went with, Drake over Ventresca. Ventresca, turned out to be the better choice. Brandon Ross turned out to be the better choice out of all 6 of my choices. But there's 46 fucking candidates. I didn't see any profile, nothing. Nobody was interviewing them. Jimmy Dore could have just said, hey, Brandon Ross, who the fuck are you, right? Just have a YouTube show where he interviews 46. There's 46 fucking episodes, right? Fucking easy as shit. Just come up with questions, and then they're the show. They're the show. So that's an easy day. That's an easy day. Just come up with questions and find out about the candidates that want to become governor of your goddamn state. Incredible. Jimmy was silent the whole fucking time. The whole time. Even Ron Falcouner said something, right? I kind of called his ass out, but he happened to throw a video up like the day before. And he wasn't talking about the second vote. It was all about, I hate the recall. Stupid recall. Deal with your fucking election, motherfuckers. What, you didn't want to fucking vote? You didn't like how it happened? Too fucking bad, motherfuckers. It fucking happened, okay? So now deal with it. Instead of just being fucking crying that what elections happened. That's stupid. That's dumb as shit. 2 million fucking people signed a petition. So, in the future, California, if you want to recall, a bastard, get 2 million signatures. But if somebody gets 2 million fucking signatures to recall your fucking, that person's going to get a recall election. That's how it works. That's the law in California. Y'all going to try to fucking change it? You're against democracy then. That's a very powerful tool to be able to throw the bum out. I mean, you know how bad that sucks when you elect a person and then you're stuck with that motherfucker for 4 years and you have no mechanism to getting rid of them? That'd be terrible. You can't get rid of your recall just because the Republicans, had, better parliamentary procedure than you. They one-upped you in parliamentary procedure. They used your Constitution better than you could use your own Constitution. That doesn't, if anything, fucking buck up, motherfucker. Get 2 million signatures to throw their fucking guys out. Dan Kapilovich, 40,000. He got 1%, 40,565%. Sarah Stevens, 0.2%. I mean, everybody should be pretty happy. I mean, that guy only got, 14, but, I mean, he got 1,000 votes for governor. How many people could say they got 1,000 votes for governor? So, for John Robert Drake, who got 40,000 votes for governor, I mean, I bet you most Californians cannot say they got 40,000 votes for governor. Most Californians cannot say that. Armando Perez Serrano could say that. Patrick Kilpatrick could say that. Holly Beatty could say that. But David Alexander Vermonte, he can't say that. Rhonda Furin can't say it. David Hilberg? Nuh-uh. Chauncey Slim Killens? No. Daniel Mercury, Diego Martinez, Robert C. Newman II, Sarah Stevens, Joe M. Simon, Nicholas Wildstar, Leo S. Zaki. You guys weren't competitors. You just weren't competitors. Kapilovich got 40,000. He's a competitor. So that's really... that's the cutoff line, isn't it? John Robert Drake's a player. Watch out, California. 4 years, you're going to have Drake be your governor.